So the question is, how can you, as a Nigerian youth, bring the most needed change to the nation? Instead of just whining on social media, what can we actually do to bring that concrete change to the country and to the continent? There are 8 steps. You have to take 5 steps before any election, especially the coming election in 2027. Then you're going to have to take the 3 last steps after the election. That's if a considerable number of Nigerian youths have gotten elected in, good offices like local government chairman, House of Assembly, state houses of assembly, and maybe even governors. Okay? All right, the first step is you have to create a sense of urgency. Creating a sense of urgency means having a narrative about the economic situation, about the political situation, about the social cultural factors, about the technological advancements and the impact that they have on the Nigerian nation. So these factors I mentioned bring about threats and opportunities. So the question is, how can we make sure we have a narrative that is going to talk about how we can exploit these opportunities and presenting that narrative to the Nigerian people? Okay? Then the second step is going to be all about building a strong coalition. A strong coalition is going to be a group of individuals from the different stratas of the society, from the elites that are tired of what's going on right now, from the politically active and articulate youths who are tired of the system, who wants a lasting change to happen in the country and the continent as a whole. So we're going to have to come together, teachers, accountants, lawyers, business people, and most especially the students in the universities and the polytechnics and other higher institutions of learning in Nigeria. We have to bring everybody together. We have to build this coalition across the 36 states of the country and talk about how we can, provide strong leadership to the Nigerian state in the 21st century. And the third step is going to be about crafting a vision. Where do we see ourselves in the next 10 years as a country and as a continent? There are so many political headwinds, geopolitical headwinds. Something is happening in America, some things are happening in Europe and China. So how can we actually make sure that we position the country strategically to take advantage of these opportunities and to mitigate the threats? An example is the population. We're going to have a population that is going to be up to 450 million people in 2050, and yet we're not doing anything that is going to, cater for the population growth that we're going to witness in the country. Where are the houses that these people are going to live? What jobs are they going to do? These are the things that we have to put in mind when we're crafting a vision for the country. And after crafting that vision, we're going to be crafting the vision, based on the strategizing and the main things that we're going to be having, across the different groups of the society. Then the next step, which is the fourth step, is the communication of that vision. This is when we have to go to the streets. This is where we have to go to the markets and talk to the market women and talk to the students and talk to the older people in the villages, go to the hinterland, go to the cities and, go to the bus stations and talk and talk and talk. We have to educate ourselves so that we can educate other people. We have to communicate the vision. This is where Nigeria should be in the next 10 years. These are the things we should be doing. And as we approach the coming election, this fourth step is going to be very important. It's going to form the campaign. It's going to form what we're going to be doing. And we, as Nigerian youth, have to come up with a new party, the Nigerian Youth Movement. It's been there. It was created in the 30s by, I think 20s or 30s by Awolowo and his contemporaries, this coterie of intelligent Nigerian youths. So we have to bring it back. We're going to compete on the platform of the Nigerian Youth Movement. So communicating the vision in the fourth step is going to inform the manifesto, what we're going to be telling the people, how We want them to vote the Nigerian youth movement into government, and how, communicating that vision of a better Nigeria to them. And the fifth step is empowering others. Empowering others mean, you know, educating other people, the youths. This is not a kind of movement where you're going to have one person claiming to be the leader. There is not going to be any leader. We're just going to have organizers, individuals communicating and teaching other people how to lead, how to, in terms of ethics, how to create a new culture that's going to inform the behavior of the Nigerian people, how to have a new value system. We have no values, we have no morals right now in 2024 in Nigeria. We praise the criminal elements amongst us, we praise the people doing criminal activities, the politicians engaged in corrupt practices, the youths engaged in fraudulent activities on the internet. We praise the worst amongst us. So we need to change the culture. We need to change that culture to start praising, to start imbibing on good practices, being ethical, respect, taking care of other people, knowing that you're not just alone in the universe, you're connected with everybody, and trying to make sure that we enact policies and government policies that is going to make sure that the people are uplifted from ignorance, from disease, and from want. That's going to be the basis. It's going to be the basis on which we're going to have to build a new ideology. Let's start thinking about what Awolowo did. 40% of the budget going into education. If you pay $250,000 as a salary for teachers, you're going to have people coming from overseas going to Nigerian universities and secondary school to start teaching, and that's how you improve the educational system. You build facilities. If you're spending 40% of your budget on things like this, of course, you're going to have beautiful buildings. You're going to have people who are highly literate, who are going to be, taking on teaching positions, and this is how the people, the populace, are going to be very, very highly educated, and we can't build a society without educating them. That's what I'm talking about. So after you've won these elections, you've won a considerable amount of seats in the Senate or the Assembly or what have you, then you're going to go to the step number 6. And the step number 6 is you celebrating small wins. So for example, after you've won the election, I talked about 40% for education. At this time, maybe you've built new schools, you've built new laboratories, you've built new research institutes, you've refurbished the old ones, and we see the educational system improving, and we can start celebrating the advancements that we're starting to make, because we're going to start having these advancements in technology in the African continent, in Nigeria. We might start producing EV batteries, solar panels on our own, producing cars, and these are going to be the wins that we're going to be celebrating. That is going to, keep up that momentum, keep it going, and it's going to motivate everybody as well. So number 7 is going to be accelerating that change process. Accelerating the change process means rewarding those amongst us who are doing the right things. It's going to be, setting up processes that is going to make sure the best of the best get to political offices, restructuring the electoral system, making sure we eliminate money from these political offices, so people are not going to be motivated by what they're going to put in their pocket. They're going to be motivated by this mission to serve other people. So we're going to have a reduction in the emoluments and the remuneration of these political appointees and the elected officers as well. So you're going to have people like Awolowo, Ajashin, people like Ehanoro, people like Michael Opara, Tafawa Balewa, Amadou Bello, people of that caliber, high intellectual Nigerians who are going to be there, not just for what they want to have in their pocket, but because they want to enrich the life of their fellow Nigerians. So we're going to have to put systems that is going to reward those kind of people, so that people that are willing to serve their country will be able to come forward. Number 8 is institutionalizing that change, that new value system, that new culture that we've entrenched. in the Nigerian mindset. We're going to build institutions that are going to entrench and embed those cultural changes in the Nigerian society. So, ladies and gentlemen, my good Nigerian people, this is my idea on how the country can move forward. Share this video to your friends and family. Let's change this country 2027. The Nigerian youth movement. Let's take over power. And God bless everybody. Thank you.